Tell me how much time. He has 1 hour. It took 1 hour.
Yeah.
The previous. Can I take 1 hour? Vasudha is done. All of you have a lot of things on your table, right? So where the previous speakers stopped, I am going to take it off from there. He was using ribbon, so I will use something else. Okay. What I want is all of you to take a small bit of paper like this. All of you take a small paper like this.
You can take the time as much as you want.
Take a small paper like this. You want to take selfie, get out of this place. Take a small paper like this, which you can use for your children to have lot of hand skill. Most important for anybody to grow in this world. I am a scientist from Department of Space. You look at most of the scientists well known in the world, all of them used their hands. You look at all the best politicians, including Mahatma Gandhi, the father of India. He was always playing with his hands. He may talk to somebody, but he had some activity in hand. Okay. So maybe while I was sitting and doing something, you must be thinking I am not. I always believe I am a multimedia person. Focusing on one thing, not doing something else is not in my dictionary. I do multiple things parallel. I believe the students of today are all multiple things. When I drive, not 4-wheel, in the cliff I drive in 3-wheel. 4-wheeler will drive 3-way. I will tilt it like this and drive. But I will be talking to somebody else on phone. Nothing happens. Any activity which you do, I am sure you are making any item in your house. You are not thinking how much salt is to be put. When you are making dosha, chapati, you are not taking a instrument box and drawing a circle. It automatically happens, right? Even if you are drunk, you will reach your house or the most favorite house near. Correct? Understood? It is not your head which controls you. It's your mind which controls you. And mind is not head. Mind is manas. I run a large organization in India which is called Mind Care. And I have 4 books on the psychology. I'm a psychotherapist, MS in psychotherapy, and I've got 4 books on psychology. How teachers and parents are to be guided in the early childhood, and how adolescents are to be controlled in the higher level. And I'm a meditation master from Himalayas. Okay, these are all my books. Happily today, this book I printed for free distribution so far, which I have written with somebody from Azerbaijan. But today I was sitting, I got a message that it is available on Amazon. I was showing, right? I think I don't know the price. Which I authored with somebody whom I have not met. Thanks to Professor COVID, we were COVID meets, like online, and we started communicating, and this was released in Baku. I was invited, I never went, because I don't generally like to attend any of such conferences, right? Because we see a lot of the time they copy from somewhere, dump it there, some time pass, some fun. I'm a very serious person. I don't have time to spend in my life. I invest my time. What do? I accept all of you only when you have a pen and paper. Don't take this home and then give it to your kids. That you can buy. These are given for you to take notes. A best teacher is one who takes notes and make notes. So I am telling now because those who make a beautiful note from my lecture, send it to me on WhatsApp. My number is 950-20-38875. you are not finished writing because you don't have the habit of taking notes. If you had by the time, you would have written it. Wonderful, good girl, love you. Now what is to be done is, take notes, make a note and then send it to me. You will get a certificate from Worldcraft Foundation, Yoga University of Americas, and Mindcare India, National Foundation for Education from India, and if GFECER can be included, that also will be there. All that together you will get a certificate, right? This book just today came, but before that, how did I write that book? Because I've got 4 books, other books on mind care. I'm a psychotherapist, MS in psychotherapy, and this is the Mind Matters. There are a lot of information how to control your mind. You cannot close your eyes and control the mind. There is a great joke in India. One of the king was suffering with a lot of problems, and he found a great Vaidya. Vaidya is doctor, right? And he said, treat me. If my disease is not cured, I will kill you. But if disease is cured, I am going to give you a lot of money. So many people were hesitant to go because what will happen? Fear of, yeah. It is not a doctor becomes great, but it is the wisdom of the man makes you a doctor. Are you getting what I'm saying? So a wise man went and said, I will give you medicine, but only one contract. While taking the medicine, don't think about a donkey. Now what will happen?
Thinking about donkey.
All the time he takes medicine, what will come in mind?
Donkey.
What you wanted to hold will not happen to you. Understand this. So you cannot control your mind. If somebody is trying to say that control mind, I am a meditation master, but I am not teaching meditation. Look at DrTPS meditation, you will see only one video. And that video is not on meditation, it is on breath control. You have to control your breath. Any child, when they feel upset, they go to their mother's lap, lie down, upside down, the face putting down on their legs, correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
Anybody, when you become upset, what is the method? You go and sleep on the bed. Upside down. That's why it is called upset. When you are upset, lie down upside down. So it just tell you, keep your hands like this so that your nose will not touch the ground. The rest of the body will touch, and you can feel the breath. Your tummy goes up and down, and it is called a Tailadhara breathing. Tailadhara is a highly non-Newtonian fluid. In a bottle you take ghee, pour it like this, it will not move. Slowly it moves. Any Tailadhara. Tailam means any non-Newtonian fluid. I am a fluid mechanics man. My subject is physics. I learned the memory of fluids. So it says you have a water, you put it down, it goes. But you have oil, which you use for lighting the oil. You don't use the normal oil, whichever has high viscosity. Blood is highly viscous. That is why when we stand, the blood doesn't go down. It goes up and down in same stand. Understood? Otherwise, you will have, the body has more trouble when you stand up. It doesn't happen. While lying down, it is more smooth. That is why we want more peaceful while lying down. Right? But all on a sudden when you get up, most of the heart attack happens when you either go to bed or get up bed. Paralytic attack happens when you go to bed and getting up, because it's a jerk for your body. No person should give too much of jerk in your body. What is my credit of talking? I am not sick for last 45 years. I have not seen a doctor except for giving lectures. No cold, no cough, no headache, no stomach pain, no problems at all. I keep traveling from different temperature to different levels and stay in different places. Nothing happens to me. Because Sharira Manaso Yoga Paraspara Manubrajet Adhara Atheya Bhavena Taptajya Khadayoriva. The body and the mind is such related. When you have a hot oil put in a cold vessel, the vessel gets heated up. So it's all your manas. Manas is mind. Manam Darpana Samanam. Mind is like a mirror. What is reflecting is what is your body level. If you are happy, you are happy. And happiness is not what you have to gain, it is to be attained. I cannot give you happiness. What gives you happiness depends on what is that you want. I was conducting small sessions of workshops in America, and I have got a lot of children from 3 years to 13 years. I ask all of them to close eyes, the fellow will look like. They will open eyes. You cannot force somebody to. But if I give this, what is that exercise? Take a paper, fold it like this. They will all fold it. You all fold it like this. All fold it like this and tie it here. Actually, this is beautiful when you have a chocolate wrapper. But I don't have, I asked. During the tea time only I thought I should do it. So I asked, they said they don't have. Okay, any one of you have? I can show it much better. And what is to be done is tie it like this.
Dancing doll?
Yeah, dancing doll. I made it, right? Yeah. In Noida I did it. She had.
No. Childhood days.
Okay. So what is to be done is do it. Now tie it like this. Just tie it like this. The best is the chocolates. You have beautiful chocolate wraps. See, I know when I am doing, ask, what are you thinking now? Nothing, right? Will you think something else? No. Activity is what makes you Don't ever. That is why my meditation style in Himalaya says meditation in action. Meditation in action. I have been tested with electroencephalograph. Put the brain vibration that is working and found that my brain is not working because I don't have buddhi at all. No intelligence. If intelligence only, it will work. So you ask me from where I am giving my lecture. It comes from my. You understood? Where is my mother's picture? Is it in the brain or in our?
In the heart.
Yeah. That is why when you see your mother, you don't have to think, oh, this is my mother. You think like that. No. So I don't refer to any references for last so many years to give lectures. Not even here. Any technical lecture also, it is in my heart. I am a mathematician basically. So you ask me maths while sleeping, I will give you answers. Okay. So what you do is tie it like this. While telling this, I am folding it. Am I not? You can also do that. Your hand will work without even looking at it. What you should do is open it up in both the places like this. So this becomes the skirt, and then the top one, what you should do? Make it into 3 equal parts and cut it like this. Just cut it like this. 3 parts, cut it like this. 1 and 2 and 3. 2 cut to 3 parts. So and fold like this. This becomes one hand. And the wonderful, good girl. And this becomes another hand, and fold this head like this and tilt it like this. That becomes the head. Okay, so this becomes a dance. You can all do this, and I was showing how to make a fan. Take 3 papers, equal length. You have your writing pad, that's what I used. Take it into 3 pieces, fold it in the center like this, make equal width 3 ones. Okay, fold it to 3 equal ones. What is to be done? Don't think this is my job, This is my child's play. Right? And fold it like this, and fold it here reverse like this. Every fan has got 3 leaf, so the 3 leaf is ready. Are you thinking something else while doing it? Your children will. You give me 300 LKG, nursery, UKG, age 3 to grade 3, 300 children. I will never ask them to keep quiet, but they will be keeping quiet. We can make anybody in silence by giving them activities. Why are they talking? Because you keep on asking them, keep quiet, keep quiet. And what are they seeing? You are shouting. See the contradiction. You are shouting and asking the children to keep quiet. Other way, what do? I will ask them. Finished.
Please complete the downhill thing and the king and down. We didn't complete that.
Everybody knows that. The time you take the medicine, what happens is, what is the prescription given? Don't think about a donkey. So when you open the bottle, what you will think? What is not to be thought is what it says. That is why Ramana Maharshi says, Prana Bandhanat. Sing. Prana Bandhanat. Prana means breath. This is my life. Prana Bandhana. Bandhana means stop it. Prana. Simhala is exactly Sanskrit. You speak slow, I will get the meaning. Udayam, Shubham, Shubham, Udayam. That is good morning, correct? Same. Subham, Sayandram, evening. Sandhya, Sandhya is evening. I am talking Sinhala. Correct? Because it is the pure Sinhala. But what you have done is you have spoiled it with your lot of slang in speed. If that is not there, we understand. He will understand Sinhala just like that because he was active.
One question.
Huh.
Going back to what you said, when the kids are engaged, even we are engaged in something, they're quiet. There's a new curriculum that they're improving right now. Continuous provision classes. One side of the classrooms are working. Like there are 3 or 4 tables which are like activity.
Better you are telling what happens in the new world in UK. I am talking what happened in India.
No, yeah.
3,000 years back. That's only
even
difference.
in Sri Lanka right now we are trying to do that in some preschools.
Wonderful.
So the teacher is taking one set of kids into the classroom and the rest of the class, they are just engaged in one activity and they are moving towards other activities while the teacher is taking one-on-one attention to give the 100% of the teacher and child connection. So that was a really wonderful example. Thank you.
Good, wonderful. Now you can see the fan? Can you see the fan? So what the childhood we do is not like this. Automatically. Right? Understood? So you can do this. And many things can be done. I play with and we had one paper, I made a paper basket. Just fold it, you get a basket. Right? I can make flowers, I do a lot of things. Look at craft DrTPS. C-R-A-F-T, craft DrTPS. At least you will see something. Give me a towel, I make an elephant. Just fold it like this, you get an elephant. Right? So you can do okay. I play with this because I have got young children who are in different parts of the world, including my own relatives. What do they do is when they call a WhatsApp, I'll teach them something. That's what I'm doing. Right? Now why did I say this? Engaging children is what is taken care of. This is what I have written, the Happy Hippo Handbook. What is the book? The Happy Hippo Handbook. This is for age 3 to grade 7. Understand, education is not teaching them tinkle tinkle little star. Education is not teaching them London Bridge is falling down. If you are a wise teacher who has got little brain, you should have asked the question, where is London Bridge? Tell me where is London Bridge. Not my students who sat in my class earlier in Noida. Anybody? UK, you are wrong. London Bridge was falling down. That time the poet wrote, it has already fallen down. 200 years it will not be in continuous tense. Okay, so it has already fallen down. But before that, the wiser American has picked it up in totally and then reinstalled in Arizona in America. So the London Bridge what you are teaching today in the classroom is not in London, it is in. But poor teachers in the world, I have gone to many places, I have not seen a teacher asking this question because they are copying, pasting, classing, teaching. And whatever mistakes your teachers have taught for millions of years and kindergarten, 21st century education. What is education?
20th
Century is 100 years. Little mathematics will tell you. 100 years. Have you not seen change in education in last 10 years?
Yes, sir.
Then why are you talking about 100 years education? If somebody is talking to 21st education, that means not working. And somebody talks of next generation. Generation is 20 years. No. Therefore, DrTPS coined a word which is called, what is the word? 3, 2, 1 world. What is the word?
3, 2, 1.
Third decade of 21st century. 10 years I can talk, and I started thinking about it last 3 years only. You will not Google and get this 3, 2, 1 world. No word will come. But type 3, 2, 1 world to DrTPS you will get. Because I have been telling this and there are a lot of literature available. And one of the best literature what I made is, I wrote in the 3, 2, 1 world how education should happen, and that is mixing the modern knowledge of multimedia, including Internet of Things, augmented reality, artificial intelligence, all the 4th generation, industrial revolution, 5G, all that what we can talk about, big data. I teach all these in universities. You name all these and then look at, you will see DrTPS teaching in universities on this. So what happened to us, I started doing research, thanks to again COVID, I got a lot of time, otherwise I was roaming around, I was made to arrest in the Hyderabad area, so I started writing, and a book is written, only one book. But to handle it easily, I made it into 4 books. And what is this book? Ambitious Beginning starts with A, Ambitious Beginning B, Child's Dream A, B, C, D, E, Early Childhood Education, Futuristic Guide, 1 book is over, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Harmonizing, Innovation. We are not innovating. I am a scientist, so my job is innovation and discovery. But what we are doing, only covering. What somebody says, no teacher should be like that. Teacher should create and don't teach what happens in, there is a new education policy many people from India quote. Unfortunately, the chairman of that happened to be my chairman in Department of Space. When I was working as a scientist, he was the chairman of the Space Department. He made a committee and he became Rajya Sabha member because somebody else wanted to become something else. That is how we make vacancies in government. I push her there so that some vacancy will come, I can pull somebody there. That's what everywhere government is like that. So he was made chairman. I will record this and post. I am very courageous. I speak against people like this and put on YouTube and say, if you courage, you tell me, is it correct or not? Because I worked in Space Department under him in his office. So what happens is, he went to Philippines and then studied what is Philippines and he is copying to India. Understand, India was a country where we had great knowledge. And you want to know the connection? Lanka, Vatsyapura, Vandi, Stareshwara, Sudalayan, Deshamdara Vidai, etc. etc. I am cutting short. Not chanting the whole thing. Not that I don't know. Lanka, Vatsyapura. Vatsyapura. Do you know what is Vatsyapura? Is a Sanskrit pandit. Vatsyapura. Do you know Vatsya? That he knows because he has written the first sex book in India. And that book describes all different postures in which any dancer can dance. And that is in one place. You know where is it? It is in the center of India and that is called the Khajuraho. Khajuraho, I know. Because all the people go and visit there because any picture of any dancer you take, go there and then match. You will see the statues. That is, that many number of statues are there, but you come out of the gate, there is a small board which says, I went there, and small board which says, this was called Vatsyapura. And what is that Vatsyapura? If you have a Google map, type Lanka, Colombo, okay, type Khajuraho, Vatsyapura will not come in the Google, Vatsyapura, and then put Kailash. It is in same straight longitude. And that was the center of India. No, center of the world. That was the first Greenwich meridian we had. So you can see the connection of India and Lanka. And we had another great Udayoyo Lankayam, so Astamayo Savidureva. When it is early morning in Lanka, it is evening in Rome. Can you imagine? I don't know how many. Yesterday I was in CINIC, your institution, which is higher education and education diploma they are giving. I asked, do you know this? They don't know. You don't know your own knowledge, but you know oak tree. Your textbook will have oak tree. Correct? Can you show oak tree around? No. But show them some small plant and ask, what is this? Not in my syllabus. What are you doing? Why are you copying from somebody? Create your own textbook. So what I do is I created. These are not textbooks. How to create the textbook is what is written here. So this is HIJKLMN. Don't worry, I am not coming here to sell this. I am not going to sell this also. Right? MNOPQRS and this is TUVWXYZ. A to Z, there are 26 chapters and so many sub-chapters. How to teach young children from age 3 to grade 3. And don't put them in separate classrooms. Put them in vertical mixing. You understood? Communication happens, not all of us are equally knowledgeable. There is nothing to learn from somebody else, right? A good question should come. And from whom should you learn? The Bharatiya Shastram, the Indian tradition says, a small child comes and says something, accept it, but ask why. All questions should come. That's called a Tarka Shastra. Tarka Shastram talks about anything. All small children will ask, grab this and say, what is this? Correct? If you grab, don't touch this, you will keep. Next, that fellow will catch it. That's how we were all. Today, what happens? What is there? It doesn't matter for you. We have no questions. So, most important is WWWWH. Where, what, when, why, how it happened. These questions should keep on coming. If you don't have that question, what will happen? You will hear and tell. You don't get it knowledge. It's only data. This book has got lot of knowledge. It doesn't help you. What is most important is data should be converted with your experience. Again, I am repeating. With your experience, with your knowledge, with your interpretation, with your reflection, and make that in your style, that becomes your education. Are you getting what I am saying? Should I repeat it? You are a perceiver, you are listening to it. No, you are hearing it. The listening happens only when you make reflections about it. You will compare, oh, this man is talking something, the earlier man spoke something else. Compare, judge, criticize. All these should happen internally. Then it happens internally, that becomes education. Education is not data. That dictionary has got all the words, but you don't know the meaning. Correct? When you make it yours, it becomes your knowledge. And that knowledge, when you apply it, becomes your experience. Somebody comes and says, 18 years I was teaching. Whatever you teaching, same textbook, 18 years, same class. 1 into 1 into 1 into 1, 18 times becomes only 1. Adding means every time you have to keep on adding. You listen to somebody's lecture, same comma, same smile, same program everywhere. You are not improving. How can you make others to improve? So most essential, every time, see, this is what I did. I was sitting there and writing what should I speak, but that I am not speaking on. Understood? From that time to this time I have a change. So you should keep on growing in your world. Otherwise, your knowledge becomes what? A stagnant water. In stagnant water, no things can grow. This is what I wrote in my earlier book, Life Made Simple. This is second edition. First edition on the back cover, you can see that's available on Amazon. It says, flow like a river and grow like a tree. Tree doesn't know where is it growing. Every day there is sunlight, it grows. So wherever there is an option, they go. The river, wherever there is a slope, it falls. Our life is like that. Don't ever plan for doing something, just do the way it comes to you. That is what it happens. And if somebody is happy, that means he is mad. Without reason, you can never be happy. Now identify what can give you happiness. There are only 3 things in the world which can give you happiness. Do you know Vishnu Sahasranama? Lalita, the Dhyana sloka of that. Vedanta go Brahmana hasya Kshatriyo Vijayi Bhavet Vaishyo Dhana Samruddha Shudra Sukham Apniyat. Sukham is happiness. The Sukham is only for Shudra. Shudra is one who doesn't have any thoughts. Understood? And they are called mad fellows.
Not thinking,
not doing anything, not thinking. Your father died. I'm very happy. Wonderful. Yeah. There is going to be heavy rain. So what? Let it come. Is it called something? No. Happiness have 3 reasons. What is that? When I get money, I become happy. Everybody becomes happy when they get money. 100%. Correct or not? Second happiness comes when you get power and position. And third happiness is when you get knowledge. This is called Uttar Pradesh. My Uttar Pradesh is satisfied, that is knowledge. When my Chhattisgarh and then Gujarat is satisfied, that is India map. Look at it. Right? When this becomes, I have power and position. And when Vaishya, my Madhya Pradesh is happy, I am very happy with my money what I get. But Shud and Kanjus, that is how the happiness also they become Kanjus. Ask our Kannadiga, hege idare life? Jaragutta ide. Nadita ide. Going on like this. I keep saying, why can't you stop it? Why are you going on like this? Are you getting what I am saying? Now in Malayalam, my language is somebody else, how is life? இப்படியே போகிறது தமிழ்ல இல்லையா? தமிழ் தெரியுமா உங்களுக்கு? So எப்படி இருக்கு லைஃப்? இப்படியே போகிறது. Why can't you stop? Why are you going on like this? You go to Gujarat and ask how is life, they will say maje mein che. And you go to Bangla and ask, as you go to north, they become more and more happier. Right? That is because we have a lot of problems. The problems are, you want to be happy first. You should have power and position, you should have money, you should have knowledge. If all these things are not there, just being happy doesn't help. If I am sick, assume that you have severe headache. You feel this class is boring because you have headache. It's not my problem, it's your problem. Correct? So how do you get out of this? You are physically have to be fit. There is 5-fold development. If you don't have this fivefold development, you are not growing in this world. Physically, you have to be strong. Right? I have to be physically strong. If I have to give a lecture, I must be able to walk like this, talk like this, stay like this for hours. Right? When many people ask you, say straight. When you are sitting, when somebody asks you, sit straight, what do you do? Immediately, sit straight, what do you do? Sit straight, what are you doing? Yeah, that means you are not sitting like that. That's why you are moving. You ask somebody, you ask me, sit straight, I will not move because already I am sitting straight. You understood what I say? You are not doing it and somebody asks, what happens is that point of time you will do it, again you will go back. That is what Ramana Maharshi says, Prana Bandhanat Liyate Mana. The mind will become so cool when you do all this. Jala Pakshivat Dina Rodanam. You put a bird in a nest, what will happen? The time you open it will run away. So, I am from meditation master from Himalaya. I never taught anybody meditation. I said, mother's lap is the best meditation center.
Dr. TPS?
You want me to stop?
I just want to, I grew curious when you came over there because I just noticed the position of the badge which you have put.
Yeah.
Can you tell me the reason you come in the center? Just now I noticed.
This, you are not more worried about it.
I grew curious. It's my curiosity.
Yeah, that is because this is a kurta given by somebody I am wearing first time. The pin will spoil when you put it here. If I had a pocket, I would have put, this is much more thicker. I am more logical, I have more presence of mind than you. Understood? I have reason. You ask questions.
Yes.
Yukti yuktam upadeyam vajanam balakadavi anyatra navavatyajam apyuktam brahmakadavi. You cannot give logic, don't do anything just like that. Dr. TPS, don't use the word just like that. If somebody says, I will try to do it, many people will say, try, you have pen on the table, right?
Yes.
Try to pick it up. You have picked it up. I asked you to try to pick it up. Try to means you are not doing it. There is no word try. I am just telling this. No, just telling has a very negative meaning. Are you getting? I am not very serious. That's what it means. Got it? The time is just, I just came. That's fine. Understood? I spoke just like that. That means what? Very casual. Don't do anything just like that. Do it very serious. So what happens is we have to be very serious in life. 3, 2, 1 world is the world where things moves very fast. Lunch time I have shown the 3D lion along with them some pictures or shown. Who are they? Yeah. See, on this normal mobile you have an AR, augmented reality. Any smartphone can be used. Can I get lion here, cat here? Why are you using the picture to teach your children? You remember earlier we had a blackboard and all students were carrying black slate and then white chalk. Correct? Now what happens today? Now the teachers are using smart board. The student should have what? Smartphone. So I believe all children should be educated to use all the smart devices. Because the world is augmented reality, artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, which has to be connected to each one of them. Otherwise, you are not making your children to progress. So 3 to 1 world is what Dr. TPS has coined in the education scenario. Same way, I have introduced the other one called the Grandma Child Care Center. Why did I do that? You have young children sitting in your class. They are given with a chair, maybe little lower than this, 1 feet. And when they sit, they are on the height of 2.5 feet. Correct or not? Yeah. A teacher come and stand in front of me. I am little lower than this. Okay, maximum 2.5 feet. Stand in front of me. Which part of your body I will see if I am 2.5 feet? What are you showing? And from morning and until the time you are in the class, the teacher stands, students sit, they will all look at you only. That is boring. That is why they are talking to their friends. Don't. That is why I keep saying it is a grandma's. All the teachers, madam, madam, madam. Britishers themselves stopped this stupid madam and sir. I wish I am a sir, similar to Sir Isaac Newton, Sir C.V. Raman. They don't call. Today is America's world. If you go to America and then ask your boss or call your boss as sir, they will say get out of this place. They like to be called by name. Madam, mad is madam. Madam is man. Don't use that. Why are we using? What a great word you have to address somebody. Mahatma. In Sinhala, your language, correct or not? Sinhala, how do you address? But you don't address like that to Mahatma. You have forgotten that. You want to forget your culture and bring somebody's culture into your life. All of you raise your hands. Keep it on your head. My useless life. Change if you want. And you are the people, the torch bearers who have to change the culture of the country. If you don't have, the first thing what they understand is my land is bad. You don't use your language. You don't learn what is around you. You always tell that is best, go there and then become great. You're all teaching people to get out of the place. We had a great Mahatma in India. You know what is it? His name is Mahatma Gandhi. He told everybody quit India. Now all the people who are high educated, they quit India. But that time he told to Britishers only. Now what happens is that word used for the Britishers, now all the youngsters are going. You know, in India, a Kerala like a small place, in 2050, I'm a social scientist, I study geopolitics. What happens is 2050, next 30 years, 60% of the Kerala houses are going to be abandoned. Not vacated, not people are staying. Nobody will come back to occupy that. It will become abandoned. Government is going to take that. Because everybody is going abroad, including my 2 sons are abroad. Right? All my cousins, 350 of them, all are in different parts of the world. Nobody wants to be in India. Why? Because we taught them English is great. And you know what? See, I had a conference in which, in St. Teresa's College in Ernakulam, supposed to be one of the best colleges in Kerala. We had a seminar in which British English, American English, 2 people were coming and talking and fighting each other. I said, I am also going to talk, I am an Indian English. I speak Manglish, not English. You understood? Malayalam mixed English is what I am speaking. Once I was listening to Ramakrishna Math lecture, the Swamiji said, your English is not good. I said, your English is much worse because it is Banglish. Bangla mixed English. See, everybody thinks my English is good, and then you don't believe that, and then you pick somebody else. If I know literature is to be learned, I know how to teach Macbeth, I know how to teach Wordsworth. Behold her single in the field, yon solitary, Highland lass singing and reaping by herself. I by heart. I can teach grammar without a mistake. I can speak. That is more important. I take, I am taking, I have taken, I have been taking, I took, I was taking, I have taken, I have been taking, I shall take, I shall be taking, I shall have taken. I am from a Malayalam medium where never learned English in my childhood. 5th class was my first English class. Is it because of that I could not write books? I write world class poems. This is my poetry book. Life Rhythm of Life, 100 poems. And this is certified by the linguistics professor from Delhi University. It is like Tirukural. Tamil people can tell you. Tirukural is 4th Veda. 4th Veda is 5th Veda. If you agree that. And this is the Bhagavad Gita told in a different style. Don't tell in the same style if they don't understand Sanskrit. I taught Bhagavad Gita 3 times. After that I realized the best way to teach the next generation is tell them in the English. So I become the Krishna and my student becomes Arjuna, keep on asking questions. And there was one question, Krishna was asked by Arjuna, he says, how do I control my mind? How do I speak like a gentleman? It's exactly the mind control. He says, I am worried, I cannot fight. Krishna says, don't worry. And Arjuna says, don't worry is a good word, but can never be practiced. Then he says, Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyana jagrihyate. Right? Then he says, yeah, it's easy, but it's like stopping a wind which is coming. Can you stop it? Just like that. You cannot stop it. Then he says, you speak like a person and then act like a person, automatically after some time it will become like that. You have all children have biggest problem. What is the biggest problem? You cannot wake up as soon as you get up. You cannot wake up and get up is different. Understand the difference? As soon as you wake up, you don't get up. So what is to be done?
Wake up.
Drink 3 liters of water before going to bed. You will wake up early morning. Understood? I give lot of small tricks for big problems in the world. I don't give big solutions. Every time the solutions have to be, now people started drinking water. And there is a rule which says 20-second rule. If you don't have water in front of you, which can be just caught like this, if it is little far, you will not drink.
Yes.
That rule is called the 20-second rule. And that yes should be with a lot of books around you. If you don't have a lot of books around you, you are not a reader. But I have not seen schools and principals where they kept books behind them, they kept trophies behind them, awards behind them. And I keep saying, this is the worst part. We have made children to compete and get trophies, but not knowledge. Are you getting what I'm saying? Coming to my house, you will see a lot of trophies which are useless actually, which I don't believe at all, but I have got 1,000 kgs of books on all the subjects in the world. You tell me mathematics, you tell me biology, you tell me engineering, any stream, I teach all these subjects. So what is exactly required? Why you want different teachers for different subjects? That is because you have not learned how to learn. Are you getting what I'm saying? You are teaching one subject in one road, how to cycle in this road, how to cycle in this road, how to cycle in this road, all that you taught, but you never taught to them how to cycle. Therefore what will happen? A new road comes, I want a teacher, I want a tuition, I want a coach. What a stupid thing is this? I have never went for tuitions. I went for tuitions to check whether they are good teachers or not.
Wow.
I never paid money for any of my tuitions in my life. And I have never taken money for any of my sessions or classes. Never. Because no education is mine. I have been gifted with the greatest of the greatest gurus who have got a tradition, and I belong to the last tradition probably. I am in hunt of one student who can be capable of learning this and transferring to the next generation. That's a big burden which I carry to find out, and I go around to the world to find one student who may be interested. And I'm sure you cannot have somebody with knowledge. You should have sufficient money. You have to be rich. Then only you can donate. Correct? So first learn. Every teacher should have Acharyat Padam Adate, Padam Shishya Somedaya, Padam Sa Brahmacharibhya, Padam Kalakramenacha. Learning happens only fourth time. You have to listen to somebody who is an Acharya. Not that I speak about health and happiness and about the education change, but come to my house and then see it is not at all. A house has to be neat enough to be healthy and untidy enough to be happy. Are you getting what I'm saying? You cannot have a house, everything is kept neat. I go to some houses very neat and clean, I get scared. Because if the cushion is put diagonally, and if it is put like this, before I go, I see that it is kept like that. Otherwise, there will be a big fight saying, what sort of a guest is this? You are more worried about cleaning, and what will happen? Your table is so clean, you don't have time to read. Don't become such pious person, but you should enjoy. Most important, all my books, Life Made Simple, Life of Love, everything about life. L-I-F-E. L-I-F-E. Life means live in full enjoyment. But that also means learn in full enjoyment. I'm sure here, when somebody wants to learn driving, they have to keep an L board, right? Yes or no? And after learning, what you will do? Remove the L. So write learn, remove L, what you will get? Earn. So first learn, then start earning. That is what is required. And this book is like, and from Orkut, I don't do anything casually. You know that before Facebook, before WhatsApp, we had a great Orkut. And all my discussion on Orkut has become a book. You can download it from my website, it's available. And this is another book which I wrote on this. And this is another book. The poem from this is most beautiful, the first poem. I was in Delhi. I wrote all poems in a temple sitting there, because that was the best place where I can see a lot of people in total worry. A lot of people will come. What for they are coming? With all the tension. And they realized that nobody can help them. God also cannot help. Right? So what do? What is the biggest problem? All the complaints. I do counseling, and biggest problem is I want to change my husband. He is not moving like this. He is not doing like this. What is that you are doing? Changing the husband. I said you cannot change the husband. Change the husband. That's what you can. See, now what happens is if you cannot change slowly, change them. Are you getting what I'm saying? Because husband is husband. Hus means happiness. Bandhu means stop. Husband. Husband bhi ho sakta hai. What is wife? Worry, invited forever. But sometimes in Kerala, some South Indian part, we get a lot of wealth. Wealth in full enjoyment. That is also fine. It depends on what do you get. So what essentially we need to, I don't require money because I am rich. I am rich for my cup of tea. I know where to drink my cup of tea, and then I have people who will support me because I have given sufficient knowledge to them, right? So most important is you create as teachers great students in your life. They will take care of you. You don't have to worry about anything. And this is the another set of books which I have, and that is on, I told about this mind, and this, I think that's good enough. Yeah, I've got, yeah. Now coming to Sri Lanka, what I did was, when I've got a good friend, Sujiva's friend is sitting here. Yeah. Stand up.
Best friend is sitting.
Yeah. They were colleagues and classmates. You are not colleague. You are younger and they are old. You want you to be address yourself well.
No, I said she is.
Same classmate?
No.
Wonderful. Yeah. Then this is the book which I wrote on teachers teaching in the 3-2-1 world. How teacher has to transform themselves. Okay. And this is, we know what is SDG? Sustainable Development Growth. Stupid. Because exactly what is written in UNDP, United Nations. What problem is, we have never learned what is in the earlier text. Only when the new text comes, we started reading. I don't do that because I know what UNDP is. What is United Nations Development Program? That I don't know. I know SDG. You don't know the father, but you know the son only. But ask the son, who is your father? Then that told everybody should get education. What is that said? Everybody should get education, right? Now what SDG says, everybody said good education. Does it mean the father told don't give good education? See, all the governments, what they do is they make some programs and plans so that some money can be distributed. Some people can give online lectures. Many people become famous because of SDG lecture. I have written a book on SDG, and that book is called the Sanatana Dharma Goals. What is it called? That is Bharatiya. Oldest of the oldest tradition to the newest of the newest, putting together is what is life is called the Sanatana Dharma. Dharma is not religion. Dharma is the way of practice in which I make not my happiness. I am worried about the happiness of the people around me. Ena kena prakarena yasya kasyapi dehina sandosham janayat pratna tadevam ishvara pujanam. My God is not who gives me happiness, and I am not praying for my happiness. Let the people around me be happy all the time. Are you getting what I am saying? And when we expand that from my individual dharma to family dharma, it is called Kudumba dharma. When it is expanded to religious dharma, it expanded to the office dharma, it is expanded to the state dharma, expanded to the whole world dharma. That is how you should grow. So if you can do that, and that is what is explained in the Sanatana. Yeah, come on, enough. I have nothing. Understood? So if you have any questions, 5 minutes I will spend the time for that. I spoke 25 minutes. Correct? Correct or not? Yeah, 47 minutes I spoke. Good enough. 47 minutes, 30 seconds. You can ask me some questions if you want. Otherwise, 95020388875. Okay? I will not write. My name is DrTPS, DrTPS. Expansion for TPS is Teachers, Parents, Students. Okay? Yeah. And I thought I will tell this, but she is not allowing, but I will do only that because that is injustice for Sri Lanka. So what I did is, before coming here to give a lecture on the CNEC, I wrote a book along with Sujiva, and that book is called Sri Lanka Learns Adaptive Learning. This is a book got released yesterday. I thought I will release it here if there is time permits, and then you want to do that. Right?
Yes, you can go ahead.
No, but I believe in timings and discipline. Okay? So let us not do that. We have released such a book and we know what has happened to that, right? The same book was released in a Delhi conference and I have not seen any takers. Generally, teachers don't read. So what happened was, I thought I will gift it here. But then yesterday after the lecture, somebody wanted this book. I said tomorrow I will give you, because what do I do? And offered him that I am going to give him. But I have got the Sri Lankan education book. Mindset I am not giving because it's available. And this is my first book on adaptive learning. I wrote in Sri Lanka. Context. Anybody wants this? I have got 4 copies. Anybody wants this?
Yeah, I know.
Anybody wants this?
All of us want.
Anybody wants this?
All of us want.
Anybody wants this?
Yeah.
I realized how much interest you have. This is what the education gives. Everybody says I want, but nobody moves from the seat. You are not eligible to get books unless you are active. Understood?
Yes.
The other day I was in Calcutta, somebody asked me a question from Ramakrishna Math, what is being responsible? The question asked by somebody who is sitting in the second row, just in front of them, that group, Ramakrishna Math, somebody was sitting, a lady was sitting, what I did was, I said get out of the class. I said stand up. Rajani, stand up please. Get out of the class. Get out. I said get out. Get out. Get out. Yeah, nobody responded, right? This is what I did.
Can I come in now?
Yeah, nobody responds. You don't mind a colleague being thrown out for no reason. Understood what I'm saying? No, about to ask. Timely, immediate. Not about to catch. Immediate response. That is what is called responding. And I don't give lecture, I demonstrate like this.
DrTPS for the wonderful speech, and we really learned a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, as we conclude today's event, we extend our sincere gratitude to each of you for your active participation and your valuable contributions. Your engagement has been a total making today's a success. We look forward to meet you tomorrow. You can go home now and have a restful evening. Thank you. You are welcome.
No, if you tell time, I can permit. Because it's a you want to take
We can question out.
No, I don't believe in lectures and conferences. If any one of you want me, I'll come to your place, stay there for 3-4 days, train your teachers how to become creative. That's what I am doing in India, different parts of the country. I go, stay there, train the teachers on different craft, art, dance, music, drama, cinema, everything will become.
You can respond with the answers.
Yeah. Do you have a question? Immediately.
We are vacating the hall.
Yeah.
Answers can be put there in the lobby.
The other one? Did I tell you? I tell you that. You send me the question, I'll send you one. Doing.
Okay.
Okay.
The other one?
Interpreting.
Okay, copying.
Translation. Understood? You want to learn something? Translate it to your language. So I translated Twinkle Twinkle into many languages.
That means you are